Hello children, welcome you all for this wonderful session. Today's session we are going to learn about tense. What is meant by tense? It is a grammar term used to indicate whether a sentence or a verb. It is an action in the past, the present and the future. Past, which means an action which has happened already. It is completed. The present, which means the action which is happening right now. For example, I am teaching to you. And the future tense, which means an action that hereafter only it is going to happen. So children, an example of tense is a verb that indicates an action is going on now or a sentence about an action taking place now. This is the rules for tense. In this session, I am going to explain about the basic three tense, which is simple present, simple past and simple future. So before you are going to learn that, you must know about the rules for these three tenses. Go to the first one. Simple past tense. What is the rules for that? Subject plus verb, which is added with ed, or else a verb that can be comes with the irregular verb, and plus object. Here I need to explain about regular verbs and irregular verbs. Regular verbs, which means a verb following the normal pattern of inflection. For example, play, played, call, called. An irregular verb, which means a verb that does not follow the normal pattern of inflection, which means a verb in which the past tense is not formed by adding the usual ed at word of the end. For example, sing, sang, feel, felt, go, went. So you can understand the difference between the irregular verb and regular verb. So regular verb, which means it follows the normal pattern of inflection by adding ed at the end of the verb. Irregular verb, which means a verb that does not follow the normal pattern of inflection, which means the word should be completely changed. So here is an example: eat, ate, go, went. I hope you understand the difference between regular and irregular verbs. And next, simple present tense. Subject plus verb, which is added by s or is, plus object. For example, come. It will use for I. I come to your home. We come to your home. You, they. Comes, which added s. It is used for third person singular, he, she, it, and is for as it is same third person singular, bush, bushes, come, comes. Next, simple future tense. Subject plus will plus verb plus object, or else shall plus verb plus object. For example, play, will or shall play. Children, here I need to tell you one thing. Before you are going to learn the three tense, you should memorize these everything, which helps you to understand the exercise and three tenses. So here is the first tense, which is simple past tense. What is meant by simple past tense? Which I said already, an action which is happened already. It was already completed. It is used for actions that started and ended at a specific point in time. It is formed by adding ed to the form of the verb. But sometimes we couldn't add ed for the verb. So that word is said to be irregular verbs, which I said already. So here are the examples of regular verbs and irregular verbs. Play, played, walk, walked, irregular verbs. Come, came, buy, bought. So children, simple past tense, which means an action, it was already completed. Here are the examples of simple past tense. Two boys played with a ball. An old lady walked with her cat. Here are the bold letters, which is played, walked. It is added with a ed. So it is said to be regular verbs. But in the third sentence, brought, it is irregular verb. Bring is a present tense. When it comes to the past tense, it will change as brought. Sat down, studied, played, went, cancelled, forgot, choose. So these are the examples of simple past tense. Next, simple present tense. What is meant by simple present tense? Which I said already, an action which is happening right now, or else an action which is happening regularly. For example, regularly we will take a bath and we will brush our teeth. So these are the activities which is said to be present tense. So present tense, which means it is used to describe habits, unchanging situations, general truths. It is used when an action is happening right now or when it's happened regularly. For example, I am taking class to you. So I am teaching to you. The action teaching is happening right now. So here are the examples of present tense. Play, talk. When it comes as a third person singular, you should use added with yes or a yes. Plays, talks. Here are the examples of simple present tense. My son lives in London. She plays basketball. He goes to football every day. So here the action was happening right now. At the same time, the action is happening regularly. Here the word every day. So the action was regularly happening. So it refers to the present tense. Here, loves, go, rains, smells, brushes, gets, speak. These are the words which is said to be present tense. So it refers to the present tense verb form. Next, simple future tense. What is meant by future tense? Already I said future tense, which refers to the action which is hereafter only it is going to happen. Once again I repeat, future tense, which means an action hereafter only it is going to happen. It refers to a time later than now and express facts or certainly. In this case there is no attitude. It is used when an action is promised or thought to occur in the future. For example, will or shall play, will or shall talk. So for simple future tense, you will use will or shall plus verb. Here are the examples of future tense. You children will be the future of this country. They will write the letter to their best friend. I will read the newspaper when I go to the bus stop. So here the word which is will plus verb, will write, will read, will rise, will be here. Will you, will help, going to, won't. So these are the words which refers to the simple future tense. This chart will help you to find out the present, past and future form of the verbs. So you have to memorize these everything. Next, go to worksheet 4.6. We use tenses to express time, present, past and future. Once again I repeat, present, which means an action which is happening right now, past, which means an action which has happened already, future, which means an action which is going to happen hereafter. For things that are happening now, we use the present tense of a verb. For things that happened some time ago, we use the past tense of a verb. For things that are about to happen or will happen later, we use the future tense of a verb. Will or shall is added before a verb to show that the action will happen in future. We use shall with first person pronouns such as I and we to form a future tense sentences. Will is usually used with the second and third person pronouns, which is you, he, she, it, they. Go to the section A. Fill in the blanks with the simple present tense. What is meant by present tense? Once again I repeat, an action which is happening right now or else an action which is happening regularly. So here, look at the first sentence. I usually dash to school at 7 a.m. every day. So what is the right answer for this sentence? Can you guess? Yeah, the action which is happening regularly, go to school at 7 a.m. every day. So here the answer is go. I usually go to school at 7 a.m. every day. Number 2. My cousins dash me often. So here the word often which is happening regularly. So visit is a right answer. My cousins visit me often. Number 3. Rajat dash football every Saturday. So here the word every Saturday which is happening regularly. So here the word Rajat as a noun. So here if it is coming as a third person singular, what you will add after the verb? Yeah, of course, which is S. So plays. Rajat plays football every Saturday. Number 4. My grandma does us funny stories every night. So the action was happening regularly every night. So here the word tells is the right answer. My grandma tells us funny stories every night. Do you know why I am telling here tells? Yeah, because my grandma which is refers to the third person singular. So you should add S after the verb tells. Number 5. Neha is a kind person. She does the stray dogs in the neighborhood every morning. So here the word feeds is the right answer because she which is referred to the third person singular. At the same time, every morning the action was happening regularly. So she feeds the stray dogs in the neighborhood every morning. 6. She does her eyes every half an hour. So here the word every half an hour. It was happening regularly. So here the apt answer is she washes. So what you will add, S or ES? Yeah, ES. She is a third person singular. So she washes, W-A-S-H-E-S. Washes her eyes every half an hour. Let us go and check the answers. 1. Go. 2. Visit. 3. Plays. 4. Tells. 5. Feeds. 6. Washes. Go to section B. Fill in the blanks with the simple future tense of the verbs given in the brackets. So what is meant by future tense? Which refers to the action was happening hereafter. It was going to happen hereafter. So here the first sentence, it does tomorrow rain. So here already they have given the action is going to happen tomorrow. So what you will add with the rain word? Will rain. Yeah, exactly. It will rain tomorrow. I does my homework in the evening. Complete. It is in the present form. So what you will add with the future tense? will or shall complete. I will or shall complete my homework in the evening. Third one. We dash to Mumbai next year. So the action was going to happen next year. Move as a verb, it is in the present tense. So what you will add if you want to change it into the future tense? Will or shall. Move. We will move to Mumbai next year. Number 4. The school dash for the summer vacation next month. Here the verb close, it is in the present tense. But the action was going to happen next month. So the school will close for the summer vacation next month. So the answer is will close. Number 5. I dash my grandmother tomorrow. Here the verb visit, it is in the present form. But the action here, it is going to happen tomorrow. So what you will add? I will or shall visit my grandmother tomorrow. Number 6. I dash the phone if it is rings. Answer. So here the word I will or shall answer the phone if it rings. So hereafter only it is going to happen. If it rings, I will answer. So the answer is will or shall answer. Let us check the answers. 1. Will rain. 2. Will or shall complete. 3. Will or shall move. 4. Will close. 5. Will or shall visit. 6. Will or shall answer. Next, go to section C. Fill in the blanks with the simple past tense of the verbs given in the brackets. So here, what is meant by past tense? Past tense, which means the action which is already happened. So it was completed. Go to the first one. I dash my bicycle very fast last evening. So the action was already happened. Kindly refer the word last evening. So what is the verb they have given here? Ride. What is the past tense of the verb ride? Rode. R-O-D-E. It refers to the irregular verb. Go to the second one. I dash all the ice cream. Eat. So here the verb eat, it is in the present tense. What is the past form of the verb? Ate. Eat, ate. Refers to the irregular verb. 3. The baby dash all night. Cry. It is a verb. It is in the present form. What is the past form of the verb cry? Cried. Added ed, which is refers to the regular verb. The baby cried all night. 4. I dash through the entire evening. Sleep. So it refers to the present tense, and how will you change it into the past? Sleep, slept, which refers to the irregular verb. I slept through the entire evening. 5. Your dog dashed the entire night. Bark. So what you will do? Add ed. Your dog barked the entire night. I dashed the curry into the pan. Pour. So how will you change it into the past tense? Pour, poured. Added ed. I poured the curry into the pan. Dev dashed the best student of the year award last time. So the action was already happened. Receive. What is the past form of the verb? Received. Added ed, which refers to the regular verb. Dev received the best student of the year award last time. 8. We dashed to the opera in the London. So here the verb go, it is in the present form. How will you change it into the past? Go, went. We went to the opera in the London. Check the answers. Wrote. 2. Ate. 3. Cried. 4. Slept. 5. Barked. 6. Poured. 7. Received. 8. Went. Go to worksheet 4.7. Fill in the blanks with the correct tense of the verbs given in the brackets. Look at the first sentence. I like to dash lemonade in the evening. which refers to the present tense. So here the verb I like to drink lemonade in the evening. So it comes as it is the same because it refers to the present tense. You no need to add s or es here because the verb, a pronoun which is I. Number 2. I dash Meena yesterday. Here the action was already happened. So what is the past form of the verb meet? Met. I met Meena yesterday. 3. We dash to the museum tomorrow. So the action was hereafter only it is going to happen. So what you will add? We will or shall go to the museum tomorrow. Number 4. I dashed to school yesterday. So it was happened already. So what is the past form of the verb go? Went. I went to school yesterday. Number 5. I dashed the door for you, which refers to the present tense. Open. So here you no need to change anything. You just copy the word open. I opened the door for you. 6. She dashed with her cousins in the courtyard. Play, which refers to the present tense. So here you should change it into the past because with her cousins in the courtyard. Or else you will add with the present. Plays. So she plays with her cousins in the courtyard. 7. Let's dash the worksheet before we go out to play, which refers to the present. Let's complete the worksheet before we go out to play. 8. Meha dash for half a kilometer in the morning. Walk. So it is happening regularly, which refers to the present tense. Meha walks for half a kilometer in the morning. So walks is the right answer. Number 1. Drink. 2. Met. 3. Will or shall go. 4. Went. 5. Open. 6. Played. Plays or will play. 7. Complete. 8. Walks. Next, section B. Answer these questions using the simple past tense. So here you have to find out the verb and you have to change that verb into the past tense. What time did you arrive in class yesterday? So can you find out the verb in the sentence? Arrive. So how will you change it into the past? Arrived. So how will you answer this question? I arrived at 10 a.m. in the class yesterday. Number 2. What did you do yesterday in school? So here the verb do is a verb. I studied and I played in the school yesterday. So what is the action you did already in school? So of course you may studied or else you played. So here you should add ed with the verb study and play. Third one. What subject did you study yesterday? For example, if you studied science or English, how will you answer? I studied science yesterday. 4. What did you eat for dinner last night? So what is the verb of the verb eat past tense? Ate. I ate rice and dal for dinner last night. 5. What time did you sleep last night? So what is the verb in the sentence? Sleep. So how will you change it into the past? Slept. I slept at 10 p.m. yesterday. So here are the answers. I arrived at 10 a.m. in the class yesterday. I studied and played in the school. I studied science yesterday. I ate rice and dal for dinner last night. I slept at 10 p.m. yesterday. So children, for section C, I am going to give you as a homework. What would you do if you unexpectedly get a week-long leave from school? So exactly this is the right time for you to do this exercise. So describe using sentences in the simple future tense. Thank you, children.